Hey, this is Hans-Peder from Speed Lifestyle. And today I want to talk about something a little more abstract and a little different. So, I spend a lot of my time improving myself, and that's also where a lot of the ideas for the videos come up. And today I have something a little different and might seem a little morbid to some, I suppose. But it's basically something, about reflecting on your own mortality and your own death and stuff like that. And no, before everyone gets scared and think, oh god, is this some goth shit, depressing stuff? Not really. It's actually a really powerful tool, and it's something that is talked about in different literature and self-help books. I can't remember the name of the one I'm thinking about right now, but it is a technique that is used in general, also in ancient cultures and things like that. And it's not, as much thing about, oh no, I'm gonna die when, beginning to cry. It's more about thinking about the time you have left and how you really use it and what you're gonna do while you're still like why you are still here. So it's a little more about, prioritizing in your life and getting clear on what's really important than about, getting depressed and stuff like that. Just to get that disclaimer off the way so it don't seem like I don't know, some dude just talking about death. But yeah, I've been reflecting a little bit about it, and I think it's really healthy for everyone to do that because I think we all, in some way, think we're gonna live forever. We basically have our animal brain, our ego, our will to survive, and so we always try to avoid this topic. And this topic is also really taboo to talk about in general. So we don't we like this subject, this theme, kind of gets thrown out the window. But it's quite profound if you think about it. Because yeah, of course, it can be a little hard, but it's hard to describe. But it's expanding to think about it, I suppose, and profound. Because when you think about, hey, I'm not gonna be here forever, it's maybe a scary thought, but also, maybe there's no reason, to get mad at my spouse, or I don't know, maybe there's no reason to, flip that guy off in traffic, or all these unnecessary things that doesn't really contribute to your life. They don't really matter because you're gonna die at some point. And I'm sorry to give you the wake up call if you didn't know, but you are probably gonna die at some point. So why spend your time doing useless stuff and spreading negative energy and stuff like that? And when you really think about it, you start to prioritize things a little differently. Like, oh God, I'm working in this job, just going through the motions for the next 40 years. Oh God, and then I'm gonna die. When you think about it like that, it doesn't seem so attractive to maybe just follow the path everyone else is going if you don't like that path, for example. And you also just start to, appreciate life more because it's so easy. And I know myself, the days and your time can just fly by if you're just in the middle of something and just going through emotion, going through the habits. But, thinking about death and thinking about, hey, I'm not going to be here forever. I have to enjoy the time I have left. You start to be more grateful and more aware of your surroundings and of nature and of how beautiful the sky looks and stuff like that. And that's really important. It's basically the simple things in life that's easy to overlook, but then most of the time they are really important and are the most important things. So yeah. And again, you can make a habit out of this. If I make a habit out of this, I've just thought about it recently, just in general. But I've heard people, maybe when they wake up, they basically remind themselves, "Hey, I'm gonna die at some point. I'm gonna die at some point. It's gonna happen at some point." Oh, just think about it right now. Like it kind of gives a shudder down my back. But yeah, it's still really important. And so when you wake up, you think about then, like, okay, how am I gonna use this day the best? What if this was my last day? How would I use this day most effectively to get most joy out of life today if this was my last day? So yeah, this just gives perspective really. And again, it's not really depressing to think about. It's more liberating, like, oh, because you get a kick in your ass basically. Because without life, without death, there can't really be life. It's because life is beautiful, or at least more beautiful, because we know it's gonna end. So we have to enjoy every second of it, and all the happiness and all the joy, and get every little gist and juice out of life. And a way to get motivated to do that is to remind yourself that it's finite. Life is finite to some extent. It's also unlimited, but our experience at some point ends, at least in this body or dimension, or what you want to call it. So yeah, it's a little abstract and different theme I want to talk about today, but I hope it can be useful. So this was Hans-Peder from Hans-Peder Lifestyle. So yeah, stay open, stay joyous, and stay grateful. Bye.